program, you may be asked to analyze a case study. A case study may be based on current or past events, or maybe a description of a fictitious event. Your instructor may assign a case as an assignment, or it may be used as a team-based activity in class. A case study is a narrative that contains information and invites analysis. Depending upon the goal they are meant to fulfill, cases can be fact-driven and deductive where there is a correct answer, or they may be context-driven where multiple solutions are possible. More times than not, you'll be asked to analyze a context-driven case study. Generally, a case analysis will require specific steps to follow. Each case study, like any issue facing an organization, may have many possible solutions. The following questions should be answered for any case analyzed. Of course, your instructor may have case-specific questions for you to explore, but these 8 questions form the basis for an approach that can be used in exploring any case study. So let's review each step. To get started, read the case several times and become familiar with the information it contains. As you do so, you want to do so from an objective viewpoint as an outsider looking in. You will first want to identify the key actors in the case. Most cases will have a leader or a manager who is facing a challenge or dilemma, or a team that is expected to take some form of action. Identifying the decision makers and stakeholders and their roles in the situation will help you understand the case from various perspectives. The next step is identifying the most important facts surrounding the case. The case study will have a lot of detail, so pay attention to any accompanying exhibits, tables, or figures that are available. Many case scenarios, as in real life, present a great deal of detailed information. You can assume that these facts and figures in the case are true, but statements, judgments, or decisions made by actors in the case should be questioned. If key facts are not available, you can make assumptions, but these assumptions should be reasonable given the situation. The next step is identifying the issue or problem. Using the facts you identify the decisions facing the actors in the case or problems facing the organization or community. Keep in mind that a case may present multiple issues or problems. Your job is to identify the most important and separate them from more trivial issues. You will need to be able to describe the problem or challenge succinctly and be able to explain how it affects the goals of the performance of the organization or community. The benefit of a case analysis is that students have an opportunity to consider how relevant theories, practices, or models can be applied to a situation. It also provides a lens in which to view the situation. At this step, you will want to determine if any theories or models can be used to help you analyze the case and develop a solution. There may be multiple options here, so you can identify those that you're most comfortable with or the best that apply to the scenario under study. By this point, you are probably ready to identify a solution for your case. In this step, you will identify the courses of action the organization or the leader can take to solve the problem or meet the challenge being faced. This step is a great opportunity to employ some creative thinking. Let your imagination run as you identify alternative solutions to the problems you identified earlier. Next, you are going to weigh the pros and the cons of each of the alternatives you developed. Evaluate each alternative using the facts and the issues you identified earlier, giving the conditions and information available. Here, you may want to consider the costs and benefits of each alternative, political impact, operational risks, available resources, and so forth. Most importantly, you will need to consider what would be the likely outcome of each course of action and how that aligns with the mission or vision of the organization. Finally, after this analysis, you will recommend the best course of action. In this final step, provide a detailed explanation of why you made the selection and why other alternatives were not selected. In addition, you may choose to identify short-term and long-term solutions to your problems identified. Your final recommendations should flow logically from the rest of your case analysis and should clearly specify what assumptions, theories, and/or models were used to shape your conclusion. You may think that this is a lot of steps to consider when analyzing a case study. However, to fully benefit from the experience, you need to consider the issues and problems from multiple perspectives and integrate concepts and ideas from your coursework. The result will be a thorough and scholarly case analysis.